Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so last week, 2 weeks ago into early last week, we had the ban ride that ended back on the 13th. You've seen the market come off since. Right now, we're in the process of challenging the Friday low. We've had a decent little move down during Globex. Your Globex high is up at 86.75. They have taken that down as low as 66.5. So, 20 handles. The low from Friday is in at 65.5. So we are testing the 65 to 67 area. There's always the potential there that you have some matching lows, which would not be surprising for a Monday. The area of the old weekly pivot was 66. So really all that happened Friday was we tested weekly pivot, it held, and then it traded up into the 86 area. So it's a fairly flat open, and then we've seen it retrace that entire move. So the volatility is coming back into the market. That's first and foremost. Second of all, we continue to make lower highs. The bulls have really had no interest or ability to meaningfully challenge the matching highs from 27.96 on Wednesday. They grounded up. They found kind of a matching high, double top type of a deal. And once they reach that, you can see, this is an hourly chart. We are building lower highs. And what you've got here is, from the moment, I forgot to mark that, you get another lower low. So, is there potential for matching lows? Yes. There was a potential for matching lows on Friday. Didn't happen. So as long as the bears continue to convert these areas, the matching lows from Friday were potentially at 72. That was here and here. If they can create a lower low here, weekly pivot's up at 81. It cut through that. It lingered there for about 10 minutes last night, and then it broke right through. Didn't even come back to test. So what I'm looking for today is, can the bulls come back and retest daily pivot and weekly pivot between 78 and 81? Okay. If they do, what's the price reaction going to be to that? Is that your next lower high? And does all of it beget lower lows? As long as we are continuing to make lower lows, then I have to have my eye on the daily mid-band, which is in and around 51 today. So as long as that's the case, then, my view is to the downside in the area of 51, which seems like, a reasonable target. Because when you get back on the daily, you got a band ride. The band ride's ended. Upper band, middle band. Now, we did upper band, middle band before, and we touched the 100-day, found support at the 100 and the 50. We didn't do the lower band. And that was the first indication, when we talked about it at the time, look out, we might get an upper band ride, and we did. So how price reacts when we get to the middle band is going to be important. If it breaks through, then we know what's next, and it's lower band, because that's how the mini likes to trade. If it holds, then the chances are we go back to the upper band. That all could potentially happen this week, so it's going to be an important week in the tape. Bottom line, though, just based upon Globex last night, volatility is still in this market, and we're getting out of the consolidation phase into something with a little more volatility on a day-to-day basis. So what I'm a little cautious about this morning is, what is the volatility going to be like in the regular session? Is this one of these days where all the fun is in the Globex, or are we going to get some meaningful moves in the regular session as well? Keep an eye on VWAP. If you look at a 5-minute chart, which I usually don't show you guys, but I'll show you one now. Yellow line here is VWAP, volume weighted average price. It was a resistance at 315. It was resistance again at 445 to head lower. So as these numbers come down, you have to see how 5-minute mid, VWAP, this is our proprietary moving average, how they act in concert. Are they going to be resistance, Or what we've seen lately is once we get into the regular day, they start chopping on either side of them or they become support. All right, everybody have a great day. We'll be out on social later. Until then, trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.